Good morning, Melanie. Yeah, the housing market, it's been going up, up, and up, and more data pointing to higher prices in the new home market as well. The cost to build a home has gone up this summer. You've seen lumber prices go through the roof. Pardon the pun. And just demand, right? A house gets built. It's, these are pre-sold, and anything that's constructed, there's space constraints. So the price for new construction has been continuing to climb, as has the resale market, right? We've seen record prices. Well, then you've got the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, which has been warning for much of this year that prices have gone too far, too fast. Don't be surprised if things start to cool down. And this has been this head scratcher. The pandemic shutdown ends, the market reopens, prices went sky high, even as the labor market is still nowhere near where it was previously, right? There should be more of a correlation between jobs and home prices and sales. But so far, the real estate market has certainly been an outperformer this year, even with some cautionary commentary coming about future prices.
Yeah, it's really interesting to watch those trends. I want to talk about this. We mentioned it in news that pharmacies will soon be rolling out the COVID testing, but what's it going to mean for those physical spaces?
This is another challenge for a retail business. The pharmacies, some of them are very small. The pharmacists themselves, working behind the counter, they're already, dealing with just filling prescriptions. And then you add this to the mix, it's another challenge. Certain pharmacies might be better equipped to handle it just because of physical spacing. A lot of commentary on social media about this idea about, oh, great, I'm going into a retail operation where a person may or may not have COVID-19, because it's asymptomatic patients, for lack of a better description, that's being talked about here. Then you've got the training, the cost. The pharmacies themselves are going to require the PPEs and maybe more staff and what have you. So there's a huge challenge, certainly for that particular industry in the retail space to get up to I mean, remember when they had flu shots first at pharmacies?
Yes.
The training protocol to that was substantial. It didn't just happen overnight. It had to be signed off on and trained and all of these things. So there's some big questions about how quickly this will happen and where it'll happen. And will pharmacies that don't offer it have to put up signs out in front say, we do not have COVID testing?
That's it. And you brought up something interesting there. As we head into flu season, those that are already doing the vaccine and then on top of that doing the testing, that is double efforts there.
Signed up yesterday to get a call for when they're taking appointments at our local pharmacy for the family.
That's smart.
Because that's the thing. You're going to have to have an appointment. It's not going to be walk-in.
Right. It's just the influx is going to be crazy.
Well, they have to. I'm assuming they're going to clean everything in the little room where you get your flu shot after every patient.
Yeah, good call. We're actually going to be talking to a pediatrician coming up in just a bit about all of this. But I want to talk about this. At first, it was toilet paper, wipes. Now, the big item that you can't find anywhere, paper towel.
Paper towel hoarding again. And we've heard from Kruger Canada, Irving Consumer Products. They're saying the demand for paper towels, because we're wiping everything down with disinfectant, is sky high. And they have been, churning out as much as possible. Kruger's trying to open a plant. I believe it's in Quebec. It was supposed to open next year. They're trying to get it up and operational for the winter, because they figure paper towel demand is going to be again at record-breaking levels. And footnote, my wife, we're laughing about, what we were talking about off camera before the segment, was my wife has been telling me, you go to Costco and you buy as many bins of paper towels as you possibly can. She's waiting, she's stocking up. It's just.
So you have a closet worth of paper towel, right?
It's not filled with paper towels. I don't want to go too extreme, but still, we've got a few extras.
Few to spare.
Shall we say, that we maybe typically wouldn't have.
Okay, hello, Mike Epple. I'm out of paper towel. You got 20 million? Cool.
I'm not reselling them on eBay, Kijiji, or any other platform. No, that's not right.
All right, Mike, we know where to find you. Bye. Devo's going to need some paper towels soon. Devo.
You know what? I don't want to get it from Epple, though. He's a business guy. He knows that markup price, and he's going to.
Jack it up.
It's not going to be It's not going to be cheap getting that from Mike. All right, so coming up, the Toronto Blue Jays a week ago, losing to the Yankees. It looked very different. It was a beatdown last week. Last night, they repaid the favor. We'll get you your highlights coming up.